What up? Welcome to another video. So on the screen at the moment you can see all my art from February. Now in February I didn't get any time lapses and I didn't get any recordings of the speed art. So honestly the February art alone would have made a really short video. I think I don't have a lot to say about February. I think February was the month that I made my trollsona, so that's pretty fun. I probably used gradients way too much. I think I did one page of Tinder in this month, which is, should have done more. I've done 2 pages of Tinder this month, so I guess I've improved from that month. Oh. The arch of the February goes on a little longer than I thought. So since I didn't have a ton of stuff to actually last very long for a whole video in the month of February, that's just the start of the video is February art, and now on screen we have the speed art. What was I drawing here? I don't know, I forgot. I'm not wearing my glasses and I can't really see the screen that well, and I've also got another screen in front of me and it's just on the homepage of YouTube, so I'm kind of squinting and trying to look at those thumbnails and it's not working. But on the screen that you can see, I need to burp. I don't want to burp. I will hold the burp because that would be disgusting. But on the screen you can see my character being drawn. I don't think I gave her a name. Originally she was just kind of a random character made, how do I describe? She was made because I wanted to draw a picture and I didn't know what character I wanted to draw, so I just throw on a random designer, and then in my typical way of whenever I do something like that, I end up keeping the character. I kept her, and now she's got multiple bits of art of her. And I think her name will be Meadow, because the first time I drew her in a meadow, and I think that is really fun. I think the art of her in the meadow was probably in the previous, I think it was in January, I don't know. It was shown right at the start of this, and I'm just being bad at remembering things. That would not surprise me either. But Meadow was originally just a character that didn't exist in any universe, because with my characters I liked it. They're all in different kinds of groups, they're all in different universes. Like, they're not just all, ooh, one big universe, because that wouldn't make sense. Like, my trollsona cannot live in the same universe as my other OC Cario. That's just not allowed. So I have a universe of characters called Human Redefined, and my characters for Human Redefined, Novalee and Cassiopeia, were originally made as fan characters for My Hero Academia, and then I decided to move them away from My Hero Academia and develop my own universe, and now, oh, you get to see a brief image of her in the meadow, because I was probably using it to pick colours from, because I don't like having to figure out colours. For I've been playing with colours more often, and I like that. Oh, my throat hurts from talking already. But Human Redefined is now my own universe, and I've been fleshing out characters and figuring out the universe. Like, I've got the notebook about it right here. I've got physical notebooks about different universes, because I like to keep track of things like that. But Human Redefined, originally they were characters. Oh, screen, don't turn off. Originally they were characters from, they were fan characters. Now they're not. Okay, on page 1 we've got Novalee Kaysen. I don't know if she was the first to be made. She was the first to be named, maybe, but Cassiopeia's design came way before her. Cassiopeia, Cassie, we'll call her Cassie, we'll just shorten her name, why not? And Novalee are sisters. Did I put them down as born the same year? They're twin sisters! Okay. And in the universe, they work in a team. They work in a team. Wow. They work in a team. And they've got the two of them, teammates, and they work for... Sorry, I tapped on my phone. But they work for the DPA. Which is where you can go, oh, the DPA, eh? And you can see the influence from Bungo Stray Dogs, because ultimately Human Redefined has become just a mix of Bungo Stray Dogs and My Hero Academia, which is fun, except it's my own thing. It's a mix and also away from both of those things. But they're on a team together and part of the DPA. Where do I... Oh, the DPA is the Decaying Phoenix Association, and the DPA was founded in 1797. So it is a very old association, and it was founded by Lucia Scotts, Ada Allens, and Ray Allens. And two of these founders are dead now, but the third founder is still alive, because the third founder is awesome. But we won't talk about the DPA because I don't know, the story. I'm probably going to tell multiple stories in this universe around different characters. Like Meadow is from this universe, but I'm not even talking about her. You're seeing art of her being drawn on the screen, but I'm going to be talking about Novalee and Cassie, and the other team member is called Sorry, I was just reading my own writing. Their other team member is Michelle. I named her that because I just had the name Michelle stuck in my head. I don't know if I've drawn any art of her. I think I might have. I need to sneeze. I will hold the sneeze. Sneeze, stay in my snozzle. So Michelle is the third team member. She only switched to their team in 2010. And she is blind, and so the thing about these characters is they all have abilities. I refer to them as abilities. That's, you know, an inspiration taken from Bungo Stray Dogs, but they were originally thought of as quirks. Novalee's quirk she's pretty much the opposite of Aizawa. And she can force the activation of other people's abilities, strengthen them, or make them work in ways they usually don't. And there's more to her ability, but I feel like you should have to read the story to find out more. Did I give her ability a name? No, I didn't. I gave some of their abilities a names, but not others, because why not? So Cassie, her ability, so in this universe, Human Redefined, abilities work a lot differently in that they don't have to be inherited from a parent. Like, they can be inherited from a parent or a mixture of their parents, or it can just be entirely random. And yeah, and I think the randomness is a lot more common than what it would be in quirks in My Hero Academia, because Cassie's ability is nothing like her sister's. Her ability is called Destined Illness, and she makes people sick by touching them, and the ability is strongest on her hands, and how sick they get depends on how long she touches them for and her intentions. At first she can't really control it, so it only relies on how long, but later on she's able to control it better. Sorry, you can probably hear paper. And as a side effect, she often has a mild cold. Michelle, she's a blind character, but you know, she is still capable. She's still part of their team. Not that she's been a part of their team for really that long. Actually, I don't know what year this story is set in, so who knows how long she's been part of their team. And her ability has a passive side, which is she heals quickly. Serious wounds tend to heal quickly. She has no scars other than skin blemishes due to her ability. Okay. When others are touching her skin, they pick up a limited degree of her ability, while skin contact is maintained, so pretty much people can touch her and their own injuries will also heal quicker. So that's kind of why she's on their team, presumably. And the leader of their team is called Una. Where do I have a page about Una? Do I have a page about Una? Please tell me I have a page about Una. Why don't I have a page about Una? Yeah, gross sticky paper. I just don't have a page about Una. She's one of the main characters and she's important and I don't have a page about her. Why don't I have a page about Una? How do you just have a character who's in charge of an entire group and not make a page about them? What do I even know about Una? I don't remember anything about Una, aside from the fact I think she has purple hair. Okay. Let's talk about the assistants let's talk about the DPA, I guess. So the one of the founders of the DPA is still alive, despite the fact that it's been many years, and they are the director of the DPA and has 3 assistants. Due to how much the DPA has grown over time, we're going to talk about the assistants, because I don't want to talk about the director quite yet. So her first assistant, Elizabeth Lane, she's kind of similar to Hawks in that she has hawk-like wings, but she's got kind of more drawbacks. She's kind of frail-ish in that her bones are hollow and more easily broken, and she's very careful about that. She's definitely not someone who's, going to go do hero work. Not that they really have a concept of heroes within the Human Redefined universe. They're not focused on that. But the DPA also isn't something that's known about. Like the ADA, I think people know about them because people go to them for jobs, but the DPA isn't really known about. It's not like a widespread thing. You could consider them a kind of secret organisation. And Elizabeth Lane, anyway, she's been the director's assistant for 6 years. She's good at writing and reviewing paperwork. And she's generally very focused on her work. She's somewhat stern. She tries to keep others in line. Doesn't always work. She's pretty much the most reliable of the 3 assistants. Next up is James Albert. And he has strengths, because why not just have a boring one? Well, it's not really boring, but as a result of that, he also has a very fast metabolism. He's frequently hungry, frequently devouring food, because he just takes more calories to keep himself going through the day. And he is the director's assistant and sometimes bodyguard. And he finds paperwork boring and tedious and isn't really sure how he ended up with the job of being the director's assistant, but he's had the job for 5 years. And he is very friendly, he's chatty, and he finds it difficult to stay quiet, so I'm not really sure how he managed to be a regular member of the association, because he kind of likes spies and they do undercover work. They do all kinds of jobs, and he used to be a regular agent. And the third assistant is Thomas O'Hara, and he doesn't have an ability. He's an experienced hacker, good with all types of technology, was a regular agent on a team for 7 years before Ada... Oops, I revealed the name. Before the director hired him to be one of their assistants. He was friendly, a little on the flirty side, so he was probably a good agent, despite the fact he was a hacker, and he wasn't really involved in action. And he tends to be a little bit clumsy, which is kind of a good reason for him to not have been involved in the action, and it doesn't say anything about how long he's worked there for. And then on the next page I actually have a story that I'd started writing apparently regarding them. I've probably got a sketchbook somewhere that's got stuff about Una, because I used to just come up with details and build backstory in my sketchbook, but now I'm trying to put it into designated places so I don't have to go scrambling through sketchbooks all the time. But that's all the human redefined stuff that I have on hand right now that I am willing to share. Or I guess I could share a little more about Nobly, but then we're running out of time, so I hope you enjoyed these rambles about the universe of Human Redefined, because I'm probably going to be doing a fair bit of art of the characters of Human Redefined this month, and eventually I'm going to start writing the story, because I eventually want to make it into a comic. But then I'm also trying to learn how to animate, so that could be fun. Maybe I make an animation regarding them too. The whole learning to animate thing is like, where do I start? And I've kind of just thrown myself at a random thing, and yeah, that's alright, but now what do I do next? You can see any animation tests I do on my Patreon. Like, it's free to see them, but that's just the only place I want to put them for now. It's still got like time left. Hopefully, what are words? Okay, we're definitely running out of time, so thank you for watching. Are we running out of time? Yes, we are. Thank you for watching. Feel free to leave a comment. I enjoy reading those, even though I will forget what I said in this video and possibly be mildly confused. See you in the next one.